My name is Emily. For 20 years, I had one constant in my life. My best friend, Jessica. We met in kindergarten. Our relationship was a long, shared history, a tapestry woven with laughter, secrets, and silent understanding. Jessica was my sister in spirit. I am an architect. I work very hard. I have always been focused on my career. Jessica, on the other hand, was a free spirit. She loved travel and new experiences. She worked in marketing, a job that allowed her to explore the world. 2 years ago, Jessica returned home and decided to settle down. She needed a job. She was living in a small apartment. I was excited to have her back permanently. We spent every weekend together, catching up on all the years we were apart. One evening, we were having dinner. "I need a career change," Jessica sighed. "I want something meaningful, something creative, like you, Em." I thought for a moment. My firm, Architects United, was growing fast. We needed a new junior designer, someone with energy and fresh ideas. "I have an idea," I told her. "My company is hiring. It's not architecture, but it's in the design department. You could work on client presentations and research. It's a great stepping stone." Jessica's face lit up. "Are you serious? Could you really put in a good word for me?" "Of course," I said. "I know your talent. Just brush up on your software skills." I spoke to my boss, Mr. Thompson. I told him Jessica was reliable, smart, and a fast learner. I put my own professional reputation on the line for her. He agreed to an interview. Jessica got the job. I felt a huge wave of pride. We were finally working in the same building. We rode the subway to work together every day. We were inseparable. Our routine was perfect. We would grab coffee, talk about our day, and occasionally eat lunch together. Jessica was a natural at the job. She was charming and clients loved her. She quickly became an important asset to the firm. But slowly, things began to change. Jessica started getting invited to meetings I was not in. She started working later than me, often with Mr. Thompson. She would tell me, "It's just a new project, nothing big, don't worry about it." One afternoon, I was leaving work early for a doctor's appointment. As I walked past Mr. Thompson's office, I heard their voices. The door was slightly open. I heard Mr. Thompson say, "Jessica, this proposal is brilliant. It's going to win us the Eastgate Tower project. Your strategy is much stronger than what Emily presented." My heart dropped. The Eastgate Tower project was my project. It was the biggest, most important design I had ever worked on. I had been burning the midnight oil for months on that proposal. I stopped and listened, feeling a cold knot in my stomach. Jessica replied, "Thank you, Mr. Thompson. I knew my research would pay off. Emily's design was good, but it lacked the modern edge the client wanted." I could not believe my ears. I walked away quickly. I felt sick. The next day, I confronted Jessica in the cafeteria. "What were you talking about with Mr. Thompson yesterday?" I asked, trying to sound calm. Jessica looked surprised. She quickly put down her sandwich. "Oh, just the usual. Marketing stuff." "Why?" "The Eastgate Tower project. He said your strategy was better than mine." Jessica laughed, too loudly. "Oh, that? He was just being nice. We were talking about my small presentation, comparing it to the firm's overall strategy. You know how he talks." I wanted to believe her. I loved her, but a seed of doubt had been planted. A week later, Mr. Thompson called a staff meeting. He said, "I have fantastic news," he announced, smiling. "We won the Eastgate Tower bid, and I want to give special recognition to the person whose innovative approach sealed the deal." He paused, then looked directly at Jessica. "Jessica, please take a bow. Your market analysis and client profile were instrumental. You are now promoted to Senior Strategy Analyst." Everyone clapped. Jessica smiled brightly. I sat there, frozen. My design was the core of the project, but her strategy was the part that won the praise and the promotion. She did not even glance at me. Later that day, Mr. Thompson pulled me aside. "Emily, your design work was solid. Excellent, even. But Jessica provided the cutting-edge strategy the client wanted. You need to step up your game. You seem too traditional." I felt angry, confused, and hurt. This was Jessica's doing. But how? I started paying close attention. I noticed Jessica always kept her notebook closed when I was near. She would often leave her computer screen dark if I walked past her desk. One Friday, Jessica was rushing to leave. "Going on a weekend trip," she said cheerfully. "Don't wait up. Have a good one." She left her desk quickly. I sat at my own desk, pretending to finish an email. My hands were shaking. I had to know. I walked over to her empty desk. Her computer screen was off. But on her wall, pinned behind a calendar, was a handwritten note. I cautiously pulled it down. The note was a detailed list. At the top, it read, "Emily's proposal weaknesses, Eastgate Tower." The list detailed specific critiques of my original design, things I had only shared with her in private conversations. It detailed my budget estimates and my initial timeline. But the final line, written in bold marker, made my stomach turn. "Need a new hook. Suggest green energy focus. Client key interest." That was the innovative approach that won the bid. It was the idea I had dismissed early on, mentioning it only to Jessica during a casual talk over coffee. She had taken my discarded thought, developed it in secret, and presented it as her own strategy. She had been taking my ideas, dissecting my work, and using my friendship to get ahead. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. I quickly folded the note and put it in my bag. I felt a betrayal so deep, I could hardly breathe. My best friend, my sister in spirit, had lied to me, undermined me, and used me for a promotion. That night, I didn't call her. I couldn't. I just sat alone, staring at the note. I felt like the last 20 years were a lie. On Monday, Jessica returned, full of energy. "How was your weekend?" she asked, putting her arm around my shoulder. I pulled away. "Take your arm off me, Jessica." Her smile vanished. What's wrong?" I looked her straight in the eye. My voice was steady, but cold. "The Eastgate Tower project? The promotion? The lie." Jessica's face went white. She looked around to see if anyone was listening. "I don't know what you're talking about. Let's talk later, in private." "We will talk now," I insisted. I took the folded note from my bag and slammed it on her desk. "Did you forget this? Or did you just forget who I am?" Jessica picked up the note. She read it quickly. Her eyes were full of fear, then anger. She crumbled the paper in her fist. "It's not what you think," she whispered fiercely. I just saw an opportunity. You weren't going to use the idea, so I did. It's business, Emily. Nothing personal." "Nothing personal?" I laughed, a harsh, painful sound. "You built your career on the pieces of my work. You lied to me every day. You used my friendship as a stepping stone. That is deeply personal, Jessica." She took a step closer. "Don't blow this out of proportion. I was desperate. I was trying to make a name for myself. We're still friends, Em. This won't come between us." "Yes, it will. It already has. The friend I knew would never have done this. She is gone. You are just a colleague now, and a very dishonest one. Stay out of my way." I turned and walked away. I didn't look back. The 20-year friendship was over. I had lost my best friend, but I had found out the truth, the painful truth. Jessica's promotion and my ruined reputation hung heavy in the air. The work environment became toxic. I knew I could not keep working there, not with her. But leaving meant abandoning the biggest project of my career. I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I went home and told my boyfriend Mark everything. He was supportive, but he understood the professional gravity of the situation. You need proof, or you need a plan to get out cleanly. The next morning, I made a decision. I wouldn't leave yet. I would stay put and fight the lie with my truth. I decided to stay put. Leaving the firm now would look like I was admitting defeat. I was not going to let Jessica win the professional war after she had already destroyed our friendship. My goal was simple: protect my reputation and find concrete proof of her dishonesty. The office atmosphere was colder than a winter day. Jessica tried to act normal, greeting me cheerfully in the mornings, but I always shut her down with a polite but firm, "Good morning, Jessica." I kept my interactions purely professional. I stopped taking breaks in the common area and ate lunch alone at my desk, meticulously going over my old project files. I began to realize how much I had relied on Jessica, not just as a friend, but as a sounding board for my ideas. Now I had to be completely self-reliant. I knew I had to step up my game as Mr. Thompson had advised. My strategy was to become indispensable. I started volunteering for the projects nobody wanted, the ones that required complicated zoning research or late-night analysis. I wanted the senior partners to take note of my dedication, not just my design work. One evening, I was struggling to figure out a complex structural calculation for an upcoming project. I was completely bogged down in technical details. A man named David, a senior structural engineer who usually kept to himself, walked past my desk. He paused. "Still here, Emily?" he asked. "Yes, this calculation is a nightmare. I can't seem to break it down," I admitted, rubbing my tired eyes. David looked at my screen. He didn't offer to do the work for me. Instead, he simply pointed to a line of code. "You've mixed up the load-bearing requirements here. You need to go back to the original stress matrix. It's a common mistake when you're tired." He offered a small, knowing smile. "Don't burn out. This job will wear you down if you let it." From that day on, David became my unexpected ally. He was quiet and professional, but he had a keen eye for detail. He never chatted about office gossip. We started having informal late-night working sessions where we would bounce ideas off each other. He helped me clear up my technical knowledge, and I helped him streamline his presentation process. One afternoon, a rumor went around the office. Jessica was struggling with her new role. The promotion she had gotten was more demanding than she had anticipated. She was constantly running late on deadlines, and her innovative strategies were becoming repetitive and flat. I heard her once, on a tense phone call, desperately trying to smooth over a mistake with a major client. She looked stressed and unhappy, a shadow of the carefree friend I once knew. The lie she had told to get ahead was starting to catch up with her. Mark, my boyfriend, was proud of my new focus. "You're a different person now, Em. You've taken on this challenge and you're not letting her get to you," he said one weekend. "It's hard, Mark. Every time I see her, I have to hold back my anger. But I have to keep my head down and focus on the work." Around the 6-month mark after the Eastgate Tower bid win, a new massive opportunity arose: the Coastal Redevelopment Project. It was a project that could truly make or break the firm. Mr. Thompson announced that he wanted a small elite team to put together the proposal. He chose me to lead the design side, and to my surprise, he chose David to manage the structural analysis. Jessica was completely left out of the main team. Jessica was furious. She came to my desk, her face tight with forced calmness. "Congratulations, Emily. The Coastal project is huge. Let me know if you need any strategy advice to get it done." I looked up at her, calm and focused. "Thank you, Jessica. We have the team we need. David and I are going to look into some new sustainable materials. We'll handle it." She stared at me, her mask of politeness finally slipping off. She realized I wasn't scared of her anymore. I had grown out of needing her approval. David and I started working on the proposal. We decided to go all in on a sustainable, modular design, a concept that was risky but groundbreaking. Our late nights turned into an intense, focused partnership. We worked so well together. David's quiet strength complemented my creative energy. I found myself opening up to him in a way I hadn't even with Jessica. One afternoon, David asked me about Jessica. "She seems hostile towards you," he observed. "Did something go wrong between you two?" I hesitated, but I trusted him. I told him the whole story, the 20 years of friendship, the advice I gave, the note, the stolen idea, and the betrayal. I told him how she had used our intimacy to set me up for failure and claim the credit. David listened, his expression growing serious. "Emily, that is professional theft, and I think I can back up your claim." He explained that several weeks after the Eastgate Tower bid, David had found a flash drive on the floor near Mr. Thompson's office. He had picked it up, expecting it to be his own, but when he looked through the contents, he found a folder titled J Proposal Final. Inside, there were several emails between Jessica and Mr. Thompson detailing her strategy, with timestamps clearly showing she had submitted her final work after she had discussed the project with me. David hadn't realized the significance then, so he had simply put away the drive. "I still have it," David whispered. She tried to cover her tracks, but she was sloppy. I felt a surge of adrenaline. This was the proof. This was the moment of truth. "David, thank you. Thank you for not letting her get away with it," I said, a powerful sense of relief washing over me. We decided to speak up together. We prepared a detailed professional report. We included the note I had found and the data from David's flash drive, outlining exactly how Jessica had manipulated the situation and misled Mr. Thompson. The next day, we walked into Mr. Thompson's office. Mr. Thompson listened silently as we laid out the evidence. He looked at the note and the timestamped data. The color slowly drained out of his face. He realized he had promoted someone based on a fabricated strategy that had been built on deceit. He was silent for a long moment, slowly processing the betrayal. "Emily," he finally said, his voice heavy, "I owe you an apology. You have shown loyalty and integrity. I was wrong to doubt you and to write off your potential." The firm took swift and serious action. Jessica was immediately let go from the company for professional misconduct and breach of trust. When the news broke out in the office, Jessica did not even look in my direction. She simply packed her things and left, defeated and alone. The career she had built on a lie had come crashing down. I won the professional battle, but I felt no joy. I had lost a 20-year friendship. However, I had gained something invaluable, my self-respect and the unwavering trust of a new true friend. David and I successfully delivered the coastal redevelopment project proposal. It was a spectacular success. The firm won the bid, and the project was hailed as a benchmark for sustainable architecture. A month later, Mr. Thompson called me into his office again. This time, he was smiling genuinely. "Emily, you've shown exceptional leadership and innovation," he announced. "We are promoting you to associate partner. You deserve this, and you deserve a team you can trust. David will be your chief engineer." I smiled. The long, painful struggle had paid off. I had lost a dishonest friend and a stressful job environment, but I had gained a promotion, a trusted partner, and a renewed belief in my own abilities. The lie my best friend told me was the worst thing that ever happened to me. But in a strange way, it was the best thing too. It forced me to rely on myself, to stand up for my truth, and to recognize true loyalty when it finally showed up. I looked across the office at David. He caught my eye and gave me a thumbs up. This was my new beginning, a chapter built not on old lies, but on new trust and earned success. That was a dramatic story about betrayal, professional struggle, and integrity.
What would you have done in Emily's situation? Would you have kept quiet or spoken up? Share your thoughts with the Stars Fin community in the comments below. We covered many great Level 3 phrasal verbs in this story, like set up, look into, and pay off. If this story helped your English fluency, please like the video to support our work. And if you want to keep improving your vocabulary through powerful, relatable stories, hit the subscribe button in the notification bell to join the Stars Fan family. Thank you for learning English with us, and I'll see you in the next story.